could not be happier for you, Scorpio, because I love the astrology for you this week, and we're going to get into it. Scorpio, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Scorpio sun, moon, and rising sign. Please remember to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. I publish all 12 zodiac signs every single week, and Scorpio content comes out every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So remember to subscribe and then ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. And that extended reading is just dives deeper, little bit of a deeper dive, more details and stuff. So that link is below. I'll post it to the pin it to the top of the comments, and I'll post it in the description box for you guys. Or you can join the Unbound membership, and then you'll have unlimited access to all the extended reading. So let me tell you why I'm psyched. Pluto has been sextile to Neptune for a while, and that's actually like intensely spiritual transformation, just getting it done, and actually kind of like birthing in a lot of ways, like ending spiritual myths and almost like manifesting things that were considered just spiritual into your everyday life. So it is awesome energy. But most of this week, there's also a trine to Mars. And I'm psyched about that because Scorpios, you have two ruling dignitaries. Primarily it's Pluto, but Mars was your ruling dignitary for quite some time, and Pluto was just discovered relatively recently. So it's not like Mars all of a sudden doesn't affect you anymore. It does. It affects you all the time. And if you know yourselves better than I know you, you have a lot of Mars energy in there. There's a warrior in there. There's a fight mentality. There's a viciousness, a ferocity about who you are. And that comes from that Mars energy in you. Could also be why you also attracted to Aries and shit. But we won't get into that right now. But ultimately what that means is your two ruling dignitaries are in harmony. And they're just like jiving real well. And that means, from me to you, that it's like both sides of who you are, your spiritual, dark, mysterious, intense side, with your intense, fighter, get shit done, get after it, don't fuck with me side. They're in harmony. They're harmonized, which means in a lot of ways, they're also simmered down because there's no challenge, there's no struggle, there's just harmony. So this week is a very harmonious, spiritual, being able to like accept things that there's no time when you are more powerful than when you are in harmony inside of yourself. Like internal harmony makes you capable of getting everything done, because then what's going on the outside isn't really impacting you. It's not messing with you. You can't nothing on the outside can mess with somebody who is stable on the inside. And there's just this beautiful, harmonious stability happening with you right now. And that's good. So let's get into the cards. That's why I'm so psyched for you, because you will feel this serenity and this balance inside of you. Trust the great mystery. Dive right in. This is a mentality. This is like you taking a plunge, letting it happen, being able to trust and let shit roll in a way that maybe letting go of control. In some ways, knowing that the universe has got you. And then we have clear out the clutter. Clear out the clutter. That's Cancerian energy. Now, clear out the clutter is that I'm mature enough now to know that some things in my life I don't need. And it's got nothing to do with hatred. It's got nothing to do with fear. It's got nothing to do with anger. It's got everything to do with harmony. It's got everything to do with I'm good. So what this tells me is that you're either moving, you're cleaning something out, you're clearing something out, you're taking care of something that you've let build up for a while. Yes, this could be anything, family, it's situations, relationship situations. It could be your closets. It could be you're moving somewhere. It's just that something has been building for a while, and you're able to jump into it now. Like, this is your time. I always say to people, you'll know when it's right. This is the week where it's that feeling of, I know it's right. I know it's right. I know it's right. Hey! Hi, Goodies!
This is me eating her book up in the car.
Aw, well, she wrote about it. She didn't even eat her food.
This is. Okay, let me take the leash off. Come here.
Co-create with spirit. It's so easy to listen when like everything is harmonized. It's almost like you will hear things, be receptive to messages. Now, you guys in general, not afraid of the dark, right? Not afraid of what most people shake about. Raven, I think, has a bad rep, because if you know anything about the bird, you know that it's intelligent, extremely family oriented, very community based, and shamanic, which describes you guys a lot. So co-create with spirit, this is a level of, you will be so capable of making everything work this week. It's magic without even really realizing it's magic. It's like just realizing that, I don't know, like, without that edge, without that feeling of constant maybe strife or fear of vulnerability, you're so powerful. You're so capable of just getting shit done. I want to dig deeper into that card. Crow spirit. Ooh, look who wants to come out. The miracles are endless. What am I telling you guys? What did I, like, whoa. Listen, this is your week. And it like nothing, if you look at the charts, it like there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and very intense stuff, and it's like kind of it's tough, but there's a lot of challenges that are happening. But this is a time when it's like almost like, I don't know, you got these magic goggles on and you can see your way around, through, or how to make everything work out. And it's not like everything is going to be like bum rushed for you. It's going to be like think about The Matrix. Think about that. Like, you know the scenes. A lot of people know that with those movies. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google like famous scenes from it. It's like things slow down that's enough for you to actually maneuver them like you're a superhero. Okay. And then we have, there is always enough and sweet results await. Come on. You got strong feelings for something here, and this is actually very romantic energy. Now, romance for me, because I intentionally keep it general, romance is idealism, ideologies. So it's kind of like everything working out really idealistically. You could take it to like romance, sex, like if you have a romantic love interest, apply this energy however it works. But ultimately, there's so much emotion. It's a very romantic time because you're not afraid to open yourself up. And listen, it was really difficult for you last week because you had Pluto was in opposition to Venus. So this is a sense of really being able to figure out how to work through the dark times. Even if you thought something was about to be over, it may feel like, oh, now I have a solution for it. I feel like this huge weight is past you now, has been just like lifted off your shoulders, and the clarity that brings in connection, in connection to the strength that you've built after carrying the burden for so long. Because that's what I see in my head. You carrying this burden for so long and it's being gone, but you still have the strength from carrying the burden. So life feels that much easier. It's like training with weights on your ankles so that when you don't have them, It's simple. That's this week. Reclaim your power. This is coming up in the past a little bit. And then watch and wait. So you've been looking for this for a while. And then nothing is wasted. In retrospect, almost seeing why it had to happen or it had to go down the way that it did. Which really means forgiveness, isn't it? Because forgiveness is the art of letting go. And it's not like the lies we tell ourselves, you know, oh, I'm over it, I'm good, because I'm just gonna think positive. No, this is really being over it because you've learned from it, you've grown from it, you've changed because of it. And so now it's just over. Two Pisces cards. Two Pisces. Now Pisces deals with dreams. It deals with creativity. The Leo card deals with romance. Taurus deals with sensuality. A wait is over. And by wait, I mean W-A-I-T and W-E-I-G-H-T. I mean both of those. That's what I mean. There's a full moon there's a full moon in Aquarius. Coming up on Thursday. The astrology is pretty much the same for you guys, though. The aspects that Pluto's dealing with and Mars don't really change. But we had don't let pride get in your way in the past. Check this the fuck out. Don't let pride get in your way. This is in the past. This is Leo energy. And then we have it's time to release negative energy. I need a cast of characters. Don't compromise. Spring. You are starting, this is new beginnings. New beginnings, but on your terms. Could that mean a breakup? Yeah. You won't feel bad about it. But because I think what's happening is if you didn't settle, you've gotten through the hardship that comes with first insisting on quality. And that means leaving a lot of people behind. That means having to say no to a lot of things. That means feeling left behind yourself. But you would not compromise your standards. And because of that, there is a new beginning. There is the first bloom of the reality of those uncompromised standards that is happening to you right now. Because you were not afraid to let go of what you were settling for. And that's the energy that's really coming out this week for you guys. Scorpio. Scorpio. Any more details? We have 4. 4 is the power of stability. It's the power of letting go. It's the power of realizing Spirit has got my back. So you're trusting Spirit enough to say, if Spirit has said no to me, because when 4 comes out, if you've ever seen the angel number 444, what it generally means is that you're being denied something, but you're being denied it because God knows, and I just saw 444 on the timestamp, I'm not even kidding. You're being denied it because God knows there's better out there for you. Or that if you settle for this, you won't get what He's created for you. And so a lot of times feels like I'm not loved, I'm not wanted, why does God keep letting me down? This is when you realize, oh, the universe didn't let me down. And you'll know that I interchange God and the universe because they're both the same to me. To me, they don't have to be to you, but to me. This is when you realize, oh wow, I was being protected, wasn't I? Yes, you were being protected. And the fact that you're at a point in your life where you realize it and can feel the blessing of what you have now, and that's the power of now. It's almost, you didn't compromise. So this is what I'm saying, is like, you've read those memes, right? That say, I've met the one that made me realize why it didn't work out with anybody else. That's what I mean. That's the energy this week. And that's why last week had to happen, especially if it felt really wonky or really gross or it was really hard and breakups happened. That's why it had to happen. Pluto doesn't like destroy anything that is of value, that is spiritually balanced. It only destroys what needs to be gone and what we've held on to for too long. So this is like old friendships, old relationships, family. Especially with that opposition to Venus, that was that was throughout the beginning of throughout last week. There was just like things being taken away, having to say goodbye. It could even affected your job, all of those things. And now you get to sit back and be like, I'm sorry, universe. I should have had more faith, because you really did have my back, didn't you? And it's sad, I'm gonna say this, and this isn't just Scorpio, this is humanity. It's like we only realize that we're being protected when we get what we want. And I think that that's another aspect or dynamic to this situation where you realize, I gotta do better. Because I can't be in control all the time, and I don't wanna be. And I gotta trust the Spirit's got my back, instead of always needing to hold on to something, or it to be right in front of me, or to feel like I'm losing just because I haven't won yet. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like everything, even your heart is growing. How is this playing out? Intuition, that popped up. So I want to, and leave the comments below and let me know, because I'm going to ask you right now, and I definitely want to hear what you have to say. Intuition, intuitively, as soon as that's the card popped out, as soon as I said that, intuitively, what did you feel? What I was talking about, because you've had this intuition for a while. You have felt this for a while. You could feel it, but sometimes we're afraid to let ourselves hope, right? But intuitively, you can't hide from your intuition. Even if you can hide it from other people, you can't hide it from you. Intuitively, you've known this for a while. You felt this coming. You felt this coming, which means even when shit was probably hitting the fan over the last couple of weeks, you weren't as upset as you thought you would be. And I can tell that's true, because a lot of times when I deliver shitty news, I'll get a lot of comments where Scorpios will be like, why are you being so negative? All you ever think of is this. All you ever, and I'm like, I just tell the truth. I know the charts. I know the cards. I didn't get those comments from you guys last week. And last week was an intense week. It wasn't the best news. But that tells me that intuitively, you kind of knew this shit has to break down. This was conscious. This was not subconscious. This wasn't necessarily you. It's like it was conscious awareness. It wasn't like you were driving it, but you were aware that you were being driven somewhere that you needed to go. And for some reason, you just kind of like sat back and let the universe take the wheel. That was the right choice. It's not this deck. It's this deck. We're going to get into the details. I can't wait to go the extended because I do want to see how this is playing out. By the book. That's what comes out. So you know what that means? Because there's 11 here. First of all, it makes sense. Second of all, you realize it was a lesson. Third of all, you didn't have to rebel. You didn't have to press anything hard. You actually did things right. That's what this card is saying. You did it right this time. Spiritually speaking, you just sort of handed it over. Let's go to the extended. I'll see you guys there.